Have you ever heard about the rule of three? Why are great speeches, pitches, and presentation normally consist of rule of three? Listen up, this will help you. You know, when I started off with public speaking, I always wanted to know what makes good speeches and pitches and presentations. So I've done a ton of research and I've looked into some of the best speeches that's ever been written. And there's always this rule of three. And I actually wrote a book on public speaking, which you can find on our website. And in this book on page 61, I want to read this to you. It says, the rule of three has a certain magic ring to it. Members of the audience remember the rule of three long after the speech has been given. Use the same elements in a sentence or series of sentences. And here are some examples of rules of three. Now, you might be familiar with these. I came, I saw, I conquered. Yes, Julius Caesar. Or listen to this one. That's what Abraham Lincoln understood. He had his doubts. He had his defeats. He had his setbacks. A speech by Barack Obama. Or, is there anyone out there who still doubts that America is the place where all things are possible? Who still wonders if the dreams of our founders is alive in our time? Who still questions the power of our democracy? Tonight is your answer, Barack Obama. Or, listen to this one. The government of the people, by the people, yes, for the people. The good, the bad, the ugly. Now, we've learned so much about rules of three, isn't it? When we do something wrong as kids, your parents used to normally say, come on, move on. I'm counting 1, 2, and you realize, oh, don't get to 3. We've all been brainwashed a bit by rules of threes on this planet. So when I realized this, that the rules of three helps us to design and create, and some great presenters and speakers use rules of threes all the time, I started looking into how can I create my own rule of three. And I designed this, which is actually so simple, and you can do the same. What you need to do is write a little slogan that ends in a ... and then brainstorm a minimum of 10. If you can do 20 or 30, keep going and pick the best 3 and then write the final slogan. And when you speak, this is not the time for you to show when you count on your fingers. I would recommend this is just a good time for you to say it and it's get this magical ring to it. So what I did, I wrote down, would you like to speak with what? With ... Would you like to speak with certainty, without pressure? Would you like to speak with ease? Would you like to speak with fluency? Would you like to speak with conviction, confidence? So I just wrote down a ton of things that I can remember, and then I picked 3. Now, if you can see what I've done here, I said, would you like to speak with confidence, clarity, conviction, the 3 C's? And don't worry, we're going to help you with tools, tips, and techniques. You see, there's rhythm and rhyme. This helps people to remember. So remember this, when you do the rule of 3, it doesn't always need to start off with the same letter like confidence, clarity, and conviction. But if you can get those 3 words that give you rhythm and rhyme and it actually works, use it. Because I remember doing a speech in Morton Island and I was speaking at this conference and I was talking about a story about my wife who wanted to buy a perfect pair of blue jeans. And my opening of my speech started off with a bit of a drama section and explaining to them something in sales. And then I said, because my wife wanted to buy that perfect pair of blue jeans that looked slim, sexy, and I couldn't come up with this word. So I took the dictionary and I looked through all the S's. And I said, sophisticated. So when I presented that on the stage, I said, my wife was looking for that perfect pair of blue jeans that's slim, sexy, and sophisticated. And it just worked really well. So remember, it doesn't always have to be rhythm and rhyme, but if it does, it actually works so much better. Let me give you some examples of how it works in marketing and advertising and how it becomes so memorable. If you ever go to a railway crossing, what do you need to do? You need to stop, look, and listen. What do you need to do when you're on fire? You need to stop, drop, and roll. The other day, a guy in Melbourne said, stop, drop, and crawl. I said, yeah, that can also work. Or in Australia, they say slip, slop, slap. So that means with sunscreen to protect yourself against the sun. The people in the UK normally don't understand that one, but it's okay. But the rules of three is rhythm and rhyme. Stop, revive, survive, isn't it? Yeah, so there's rules of three that makes you memorable. So my tip for you would be is if you've got a big speech or a pitch to write, what you want to do is cut it down into three main categories and rather give more detail and depth behind your presentation. That'll help you also because in the mind, the brain loves to work in threes. If you go to 4, 5, 6, 7, people forget about the other 4, 5, 6, and 7, 8, 9, 10 other points. People always remember the first three. So my name is Trevor Ambrose. Hey, if you want to have more free content, head to our website, trevorambrose.com. You can also subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow us on our socials in the comment section below. Hey, leave us a comment if you've got things that you know about rules of three or you've designed your rule of three. Put it down there. We would love to hear from you as well.